Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Britops, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Equestria at War. Just having a quick look around, and... okay, it seems that the Alonians, basically deer people, have decided to go... fascist. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. At least we're not going to be taken by surprise, depending on how things turn out. Yay. But yes, last time we managed to sort out the whole bat pony situation, so we are many things, but we are not racists. So we have that working out for us. See, a quest from Pingland. The penguins in the north requested a guarantee from us, claiming that they aren't able to properly defend against the many threats up north. Guaranteeing them will protect one of the few bastions of harmony in the frozen north. So, penguin is... basically this. King Heinrich Agberg, leader of the Penguin Republic. You know what? Why not? Let's see. Oh yes, I was going to do a... hang on. Let's see, game options. See, where was it? Ah yes, pause and notifications. Quite. Thank you. Basically, that just means that when a notification comes up, it'll pause automatically.
Ponies, at the ready.
Let's see, is there anyone who is not... well, yes, there are a couple of people who do need training and all that, and that would be good for them. But I will admit the main reason that we...
our lands must be preserved. Answering the call. Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
I will admit it's probably the main reason that we... what's the... damn it, I completely forgot what I was thinking. Oh yes, the main reason that we're training our armies at the moment is because we're getting army experience, which we can use to upgrade and improve our divisions. Right, where are we? So we are over here, common enemy. Let's see, we can't actually go... I thought that this would reach down to here, but apparently not. We can't push into this area either. Right, where to start? You know what? We'll start pushing for the status quo, because as I have been told, by doing that sort of thing, we can get ourselves some more research tokens, research things we can work with. Alright. How goes our actual production? No, construction, that's the one. So Fairflanks is at least coming up to at least a solid some solid infrastructure. We can work with that. Let's see, what have we got? Work on the Steelworks. Just checking, what were we researching? Okay, yeah, we can work with this. We can work with this stuff. Though we seriously do need... Don't care. Alright. Pony sappers are good. Let's see what's next. Construction speed, factory output, and dockyard output. Weather attrition, heat attrition, bad weather penalty. I mean, both of those are fairly solid. But I think under the circumstances, we'll go with... Oh, that's high. Just let me a quick look what we actually got. Because we can start working on the whole mage company thing, if we wanted to. Mutually exclusive. So effectively, if we wanted to, we could create a bunch of dark magical unicorns in order to fight our battles for us. See, Pi win, Civil War ends, don't really care. We will welcome those who flee. Because that is...
Magic makes us strong.
the right thing to do. Not enough equipment to train. What are we missing? Oh, motorized. See, House Erie declared war on House Irie. I have no idea how to pronounce either of those, so we're just gonna run with it. And hope for the best. Okay, we now have better aircraft in the Hurricane. Which is a start. Alright. I think we'll start trying to upgrade the Breezy with the Matilda, the Mule Tilda, as it were. Because that seems like a good one for us to have. Also, we've unlocked another thing. Which ones? Alright, adds production. Bonus for industry. We're gonna hold off on that just for a little bit, because we need... I will admit, we do need to get our stuff... We do need to get stuff in order. Because we need more... How many civilian factories do we have? Nowhere near, and we have got consumer goods. How do we... Alright, we'll wait for the thing to pop, which will give us political power, and we'll see about changing stuff away from civilian economy. Because hopefully we will actually be able to... If we can reduce the number of consumer goods, that will free up some factories. Okay, those two have made a white peace, no one cares. Alright. Maintain the status quo. Okay, modify, and we also can modify the government. Wonderful. So let's have a look-see. Export focus. Civilian economy. We can't... We, at the moment, cannot do... Damn it, we can't do conscription, we can't do the economy. We could go for free trade, which would increase production speed. Henry, you know what? Screw it, we'll go free trade. Yeah, no. Yeah, I will admit, probably not what we're looking for, but... Alright, we'll support some harmony. Oh, wait. Hang on. We were gonna go... God damn it, I'm an idiot. We were going for the wrong one. Oh yes, we also have production, don't we? Hold on. Pardon me. Let's see. So we've got naval bombers at the moment, but I think we'll swap this production here over to the Hurricane. Just to upgrade our Air Force. Because... well, we've got an Air Force, we do have... yeah, we'll start here. Yeah, we'll... hang on, how do we fix... there we go, default map. Whew. So they're working on crystals, don't know what's happening over there. Don't know where that is.
Magic makes us strong.
You see strength in numbers, no divisions in basic training. Alright. We're gonna train up some... we're gonna train up some basic armor. Just so that... alright. So we'll train up to 8 of these, which we're going to throw into boosting the forces we've got. Okay, what are we missing? Aluminium and steel. So who can we trade this with? Well, we can get a max amount of... we can get 10, which should be more than what we need, but... let's see, 10 units, and what else do we need? Steel. Yeah, Crystal Empire's got crap tons of this stuff. Alright, we'll take it. If no other reason, then it will speed up construction of whatever it is we're working on and running short of. I would be using these decisions, but the fact that we don't have that many damn factories is really hurting us. Because we have about 50 commercial factories at the moment, but a great deal of them, pretty much almost all of them, are being used for consumer goods. And we can't bloody fix that. Let's see what's going on over here. Hive trains. What are you planning? Honestly, not sure which one is the... yeah, I have no idea what the fascist path for that one is, so that'll be fun. Alright. What was I... ah, yes, I was going to look into... what have we got? So you've got combat with a bit over 20, so you're kind of alright. Motorized artillery with infantry. Oh yes, we were going to give you bloody field hospitals, weren't we? Because that will because, yeah, that might cost us a bit of supply, but of our, additional supplies, but that will preserve our combat strength going forward. Of pony power, because if they're not staying dead, then all good. Oh yes, the Axe are currently fighting each other. Because that's really what we need.
Our lands must be preserved.
Let's see, anyone who's upgrading? Nope.
Ponies at the ready.
Nope.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
No, you're pretty good. Alright. I've been told what I probably want to do is have a regiment or a commander just somewhere down along the coast here to respond to naval invasions. Which, honestly, isn't a bad plan. It's just a matter of, well, actually doing it. Because I want to at least secure our border first, because we... Successful revolution. With the official copulation of the last monarchist supporters, the Aquilian Republic celebrates their victorious revolution. After much bloodshed and many atrocities, this region is once again at peace, with the Republic now firmly established. The future of the Republic remains uncertain, so these guys. However, as the temporary alliance of Communists and Republicans breaks apart in the light of the upcoming first general election, the Aquilians and the world around them now ask themselves what the future holds for the Republic. So I guess we'll wait and see what's happening with them. Actually, while we're at it, what else have we got? Okay, the Thistle labor crackdown is vanished, which is good. Let's see. So what have you got? Engineering and field hospitals, which is good. I have to admit, support artillery doesn't seem too bad. Granted, it lowers the recovery rate, but... Actually, we might go with... We'll also grab some reconnaissance divisions for them, just because I feel like that would be useful. Let's see... How long would this take? Fairly long while. Screw it, we'll go within. We'll try and boost the industry a bit, just, Buffalo relations is up. Good. Resolve the issues with Solve issues with Buffalo. We haven't met the requirements, so there should be an event popping up shortly. The Buffalo problem. Pinkie Pie, the Elements of Laughter, has volunteered to go to the Buffalo as an envoy to broker an agreement between Equestria and the Buffalo. However, the risk of going alone into what probably qualifies as something close to hostile territory has given several senior military officers pause, and they have directly petitioned the Crown to instead greenlight a full military intervention to the Buffalo to end the problem once and for all. However, despite the dotted line report, the optics of the Royal Guard engaged in what qualifies as an illegal occupation would give even the most hardened militarist of Equestria pause. Of course, while a full military occupation and invasion would definitely solve the problem of the Buffalo once and for all, even at the cost of losing the moral high ground, an envoy opens the door to both peaceful coexistence and maybe even the integration of the Buffalo into Equestria itself. There's just one problem with an envoy and diplomatic propositions and pressure. The Buffalo could always end up rejecting our advances, which would leave us out of options, out of a solution and out of a good image. But ultimately, a solution must be taken. What should our course of action be? Let's see, we can start the engine, so we declare war, but... yeah, that isn't good. Or we can take some political power, and it will be decided whether the Buffalo down here will decide, do we want to be... we'll basically have the option of, do we want to be peaceful and friendly? Negotiations with the Buffalo Chiefs took a whole day, and despite the efforts of Chiefess Stronghoof to persuade the Chief Council, the old grudges took over the Chiefs' hearts. They do not wish to be closer to the ponies of Equestria. I would rather not declare war. So that's basically this entire tree that's gone with now. We can't do anything about it. Well, we could, but we don't really want to. Oh well, we can at least start researching stuff. 'Cause let's face it, they're not exactly a major power or anything. Oh, that explains it. They've gone freaking fascist, haven't they? National focus bypassed. Resolve the issue with the Buffalo. What happens there? Oh. So we can skip that? Alright. So I guess there is more stuff. So what are we doing? That would boost research. Or we can start working on infrastructure and try and push for a actual another research slot. Just having a quick look through the thing. But you know what? We'll stick with what we're doing now. We'll focus on Southern Roads later.
Ponies, at the ready.
Oh.
Our lands must be preserved. Ready to do our part.
Oh, hang on. We'll move you over to the other army that's basically made up of Crystal Empire. Basically, Crystal Empire recruits. Anti-hate crackdown, so another thing has gone down. Grand Galloping Gala, don't care. So what if we... Basically, all that's left is the is the campaign, which, yes, that can work. That isn't so bad. And it does help that because we've lost the thing, our research thing has gone up a little bit. Granted, it could be better, but we're at least making progress. Alright, construction. How's that going? Fair Flanks is almost done. It's only got the one damn thing left. And we have Magic of Industry. Which one was that? Ah yes, construction, factory output, yard output. Okay. You know what? We're gonna start developing the actual proper mage corps. Because if we've got them, if we can have them, we might as well. Let's see, 17 versus 29. Not good. Not good indeed. See, joins the Griffin League. We don't care. I believe they're over. Okay, basically all the crackdowns that came about to make the thistles be accepted by our nation has gone away for good. The expansion of the school for gifted unicorns. It tended to be in the past that only those who could pull favors, had a lot of connection, or were just plain lucky could attend the school for gifted unicorns. But no more is that the case. The cash injection that has been performed by the Crown has been immensely helpful in broadening the appeal and fields of the School of Gifted Unicorn. Having moved most of the facilities from the older, historical, if cramped quarters in the core of Canterlot to a more modernized place in the outskirts of Canterlot, the new sprawling campus will be able to adequately handle the many breakthroughs and inventions that are being pumped out of Equestria's scientific community. Many of the new students and facility have been some of Griffonia's brightest minds, and have fled the political turmoil in Winbardi and some parts of the Empire for more fertile lands. They have certainly found them here in Equestria. Wonderful. So we could continue on to the Luna Nova Academy. Public schools, research center, and just keep moving on. Or, you know what, since we have very little bloody damn it, it's the debate on where I want to go with this, because I kind of want to do this one if only just to... Because going down this tree, we want to be able to stop the Crystal Empire from going fascist. It seems to be growing in presence, and I would like to deal with that, because... Hang on, we accidentally did a thing. Just looking here, because, yeah... Yes, it's still got 50% harmony, and it's the majority, but... There's... The fact that they have sizable communist and fascist population doesn't help calm me, if that makes sense. Alright, how are things going? We're almost got the Matilda. So we'll at least be upgrading our tanks a bit. Which is probably going to cost a fair bit of time and factories, but what can we say? Alternatively, we could pick up a upgrade for the Matilda and just set it up so that it can effectively better counter tanks. Let's see. No, that's the Breach. Predator. Are based on the capacity of light tanks, which means they are fairly mobile, but do not carry particularly powerful guns compared to the heavier TD. So this one would be a bit faster and more reliable. We also have the anti-air one, but that seems to be not required at this time. Oh boy. Do we want to swap to the thing? Because we could go Blitzkrieg if we wanted to, but... Seems... Oh, we can actually upgrade things now. Okay. Alright. A lot of naval stuff we can work with, but... I think we can't do cruises, but I think we can do... No, we can't do destroyers either. But I think we will do submarines. I think, if only just to... Ah yes, the Breezy needs to be replaced with the Matilda. And we'll put another factory in for light tanks. Alright, we also have more decisions we can pick. Yeah, might as well. We'll invest some points in order to increase military training. So that we're getting more experience and we can upgrade stuff more. Alright. What have we... So you're 3 combat with Royal Guard. Hang on. Mage Company is now a thing. Alright. And now we get to pick our choice. We can either move towards dark magic, which is more about... Let's see, breakthroughs, armor, and all that stuff, or we can go for the magical harmony, which is more about survival from the looks of it. You know what? We'll go with harmony magic, because going whole dark magic on the whole situation seems unbefitting, as it were. New division. Let's see. Magical division. Yeah, you've been annexed. We don't care. Hang on. How the hell does one... It seems that it doesn't really... So we can, just because we can now produce mage companies, we don't seem able to at the same time, which is annoying. Like, how do we build these stupid things? Alright, so Fairfax is now at 7 industry. We're working on Anchorage. Next. I think we can knock Anchorage down to just one. Just having it 7 industry is would do a fair bit. Then after that, Western Featherfall needs a major overhaul, as it were. Because it's only on 1. It needs some stuff. So yeah, we're currently building the Hurricane. That's good. And we can't build early submarines for some reason. Well, it happens, I guess. Let's see, Changelings claim Oloni. Queen Chrysalis has sent an urgent request to the High Priest of Oloni. I have no idea how to pronounce his goddamn name. To provide full military access into Olonian territory and become a protectorate state of changelings. Queen Chrysalis says that Oloni is important in strategically important positions and surely in changeling sphere of interest. Equestrian's officials say that these claims are outrageous and threaten to sanction changeling queendom and install strict border control. Has not yet released her official response. So she sent a thing to the deer. Considering that he's currently researching a thing called Squash the Bugs, I'm fairly certain the response to this request is... Yep. It's gonna... Basically, there's a war going on now. And world tension has gone up. Does this mean... And the following must be true in any... Let's see, we can... Changelings invade Alonia. We can... Word has reached us that the Changeling has officially declared war against Alonia. While we are not exactly sure of the reasons for war, one thing is certain. Alonia is in dire straits. Let's see, we can issue a diplomatic protest, which basically against the whole thing. We can send a letter of support. So in this case, that we would actually send it towards the changelings. Or we can stay neutral. You know what? I'll send a bloody official some protest. And we can finally start working down here. Finally. Which is going to help boost the border very well. Going to help us prepare for the coming war very easily. Let's see, in a valiant display, Alonia has today rejected the ultimatum sent by Queen Chrysalis, demanding territorial concessions. However we'll call him Bob, has found these claims to be outrageous and an insult to Alenia and the solidarity of its people. Chrysalis and her regime has yet to make a public statement on this matter, but many, including the Aeolian military and their king, are expecting them to be more worried about military planning than diplomacy now. What will this breakdown of negotiations mean for Alonia and Equestria? Will the peace be kept, or will the changelings put a premature end to Alonia? We will see how the situation develops. So they're invading. We're not... Okay, increased presence in the changeling empire. Not bad. Alright. I'm conflicted here, because do we want to keep going down... No, we'll go for border fortification. So we're at peace with the changelings, but it will, by doing this, we put a great deal of forts in the border for free, which will help us out a lot. Let's see, political gain. What do we... Yep, flim and flam, because we need production to be higher. Right. I think the fact that we're on the border means that they've had to keep forces that could be going for the war down here. And actually, quick question: what is their? Oh, we can't. Trying to get an idea of military strength of places. It's not good. Maybe if we can get some encryption or decryption, we might have a better chance of figuring out exact numbers, but... Hang on, I think there's another thing. What was it? Diplomacy... No, it wasn't that. Damn, this is gonna bug me, because I know that I'm fairly certain there's a way you can bring up... I'm certain there's a way that you can actually bring up just, you know, numbers and all that, and compare them to other nations, but at this time we can't. And that bugs the hell out of me. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Mage Company is a bloody support thing, isn't it? Alright. If we add you on, how... Yeah, we might as well. Add you on there. Royal Armor will also throw some... Wait, no. Wrong one. Not the Engineering Corps. We'll throw some support artillery with the... with our armored division, just for the sake of it. And what was your combat with? Yours was 20? Good. Pegasi division. I mean, I will admit we're probably overdue to give the Pegasi division some upgrades, because I feel like they're probably not so bad. Border fortification plan has been done. So we've got a lot of land forts in Fairfax and Anchorage. Fallback line. Let's see. So we can get a lot more free forts. I don't think we have enough for... But we'll grab the free forts just for the sake of it, because, let's see, where, I think it's somewhere down here, yeah, Twisted Valley, down here. So we can work with that in the future, no question. Alright, we... Dispersed Industries now done, which is good. So that will increase production a bit. Yeah, speaking of production, we can throw some more in there. See decisions. I would like to make some decisions, but the problem is that by doing so, we quite literally put ourselves in an awkward position. Since, well, we do kind of have the unfortunate problem of, okay, we can't do that one yet, we can't do that one yet. Can't do a preemptive strike. We can see southern roads. We can start making a path to the fastest path towards another research slot. I mean, it kind of sucks that these guys are fascists, but such is problem. Ursa Major, problem minor. There was a time when every pony lived in awe of the great bears Ursa Minor and Ursa Major. These bears, with a fur that mirrored the night sky, could easily cleave a pony in half and even fought successfully against some of the most powerful unicorns Equestria had ever seen. However, the times of mythical power and wild beasts have, almost unnoticeably, come to a close in Equestria. Sword and staff have been replaced by rifle and howitzer, and now a single pony can wield power that was unthinkable even a generation ago. But to fuel the fires of industry that make these marvels possible, clever ponies are always searching for new resources to exploit. The search for new materials led to a particular company to the ancient hiding places of the Ursa, in a region which is always thought off-limits to pony kind. In times past, claiming the ore-rich caverns that served as a home to the mythical bears would have been considered suicidal. Now, a few dozen hunters with high-caliber rifles and explosives set out to clear the area. Carefully preparing their minds on an open field, the hunters made sure to leave nothing to chance. A spell was used to mimic the Ursa Minor's call for help, and the mages, alarmed, rushed towards the sound. To call what ensured a battle would be too generous, as the mythical beasts never even saw their attackers before they were exterminated by the hunters' heavy weaponry. The prospect of a new mine being opened was front-page news in the local paper the following day, with only the lamentations of an old editor on the fourth page reminding the readers that the time of magic was gone. The small column weighed the comforts and safety of modern life against the adventure and mystery of the past, concluding that much was gained, but some things were also lost forever. Equestria is a modern society. Oh well.
Ready to do our part. Moving out!
Grand Duchy of Featherlotia joins the Red-Whiter Coalition. And we can now build submarines. Nice. Let's see, we're still major ahead penalty. Yes, it seems that, yeah, I think we might invest in our submarine technology. Wrong one. I'm looking for production. Actually, can we just check? What models are we lacking here? Model slot. Say basic set or back, or we can go mine warfare. Well, considering that we're improving bloody we can't afford it. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Because we can upgrade the submarine, but we don't have the actual Navy experience to do it. Well, we're gonna have them start doing some exercises. Because if nothing else, if we're gonna have the damn navies, then we're gonna make use of them. Alright, modify government. What can we do? Industrial research speed, electronics research speed. Theorist, we can't do it till we get War Committee. Material design, weapons and equipment research speed goes up. Let's see, You know what? I'm happy to do some improvement towards our weapons speed. It would also seem that the changelings are having some trouble with the deer.
Magic makes us strong. Ready to do our part.
Oh. Yep, some more crystal ponies are coming to join the fray. Alright, naval. You guys can knock it off. Because you got us enough stuff that we can actually upgrade the damn submarines. Let's see where. So let's see, engine. No, it's engine 1, but we'll work on that. But first, slick model torpedo room. Alright, we're going to swap out the destroyer production for submarine production. I mean, I think the changelings are winning their war, but let's see. Let's have a quick look at the allies at the moment. Just how the alliances are looking. Not, not really anything major, but interesting nonetheless. Alright, we can't really work with that, so though we might be able to find. Are we actually, that's a question. Are we bloody producing? Yes, we should be, but we're not. I think we can knock down the rifles a little bit to increase the amount of goddamn hurricanes we're actually... Yes, we're converting the old ships, gladiator ships, the old gladiator style fighter in order to create some proper hurricanes, which would be an improvement. It costs us a bit, but it's still a step up. It would seem that more changeling divisions are being called out to basically try and hold this back. Try and deal with the deer. But okay. The River Republic requests cooperation. The skittish ponies of the Riverlands have long been cool to our overtures. Where are the Riverlands?